Hello and welcome to Channel Sport on Sunday. I am Ken Ochonogo. And we are here again to look at happiness in the world of sports. But then, how do you do that? How do you say it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Kamaru Usman. He went there, he saw, and he conquered Masvidal. It's some of those stories that, you look at it and you ask yourself, you can get wherever you want to get to once you put your mind to it. The UFC is a success. We'll look at the UFC itself, apart from looking at Kamaru Usman, going over there and achieving that feat. This fight was supposed to take place with Burns, and then Burns tested positive to COVID-19, and in under 6 days, they asked Masvidal. He said, "Yes, I can do it. It's to fight." And then they went over there. I tell you this, we'll get you the result because it was 50-45, 50-45, and 49-46, which means he carried in majority. In two of the judges, it was all 5 rounds went to him, while just one of the judges gave 1 round to Masvidal. We'll talk about that fight, and we'll look at also private investment in sport as against where government controls the sport, and see how they thrive and how they make it. In Nigeria, yes, we talk about football. We have no other thing to say but football for now. But that is what people say. When you talk about other sport, they tell you, the conversation will gear back to football. So let us talk about football, briefly, because the NFF at least has come out to say the MPFL, our own Premier League, of course, we know the league will end. Every league in the world is ending, and they got to week 25 and say by this time we can't continue because of COVID-19. And based on that, we're using the PPG, the points per game, how many matches you have played, and then the points you have, we can we divide and have the average, and whatever comes up, whoever is at the top will be ranked as number 1. Because the statement said they are going to rank them. We'll talk in details on that. The others are going to be a champion, but there will be no relegation. There will be no promotion to MPFL, which means the NLL guys that are thinking that they want to come in, they will remain where they are. NLO, they will remain where they are. The Women League, in fact, what they use at the Women League has been aborted because it has not started. That the league was aborted. So we are going to ask you why. How it is difficult for this. It's difficult for them because when we don't talk about leagues, when we talk about clubs, we understand this is their source of income. They're not just numbers. They are human beings who are working, and this is where they make their living. So by the time you cancel it, by the time you postpone it, by the time you abort it, it means somebody is not earning from there. So we'll look at the implication of that. In Europe, Champions League Europa, they said it's going to come out new format, exactly new format. They're going to take new format to get those things done. The other matches where they've already played the away legs, come back home and play your own, and then they now converge at certain centers. So look at the pairings and look at who is who. But in the leagues, in England, it has already been decided because Liverpool, after 30 years, came out of the wilderness, to pick that coveted diadem. But right now, the battle is. Somebody also, now we have a winner and we have a relegated team, the most relegated team in the history of EPL. The guys know the name of the team. But that is not just it, because today it will be the London derby. Mourinho will take on someone supposed to be one of a rookie as such in Ateta as their first London derby. I will ask, what are they qualifying for? Is there still hope for Champions League? Is there still hope for Europa? Or are they doing this derby for ranking in domestic football next season in England? You go to the La Liga and I tell you things are not the same. Of course, Messi got that assist 2020, but is this a Barcelona that we are watching, or a replica or a semblance or a clone of Barcelona? Because Madrid kept on doing that. And when you go to Italy, Serie A, Ronaldo, some call him Penaldo, I don't know, but that is not fair. But of course, he scored 2 penalties, and then that kept his team right up there. we look at all this, it's going to be an exciting day because today we're going to have a lot of time to come to you guys at at home, and then you contribute your quota and see how we can move sport forward in Nigeria. But let's have an exciting day today. No hard topic. We're going to do it on the lighter mode. Let me start with my guys in the house. Till you welcome to the show.
Okay. Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. And you said resemblance, semblance, clone. Once he was there talking about FC Barcelona, but then again, I agree with you. It's not the Barcelona of old. And you are seeing Zinedine back in his first full season at Real Madrid, about to win the La Liga. Some may say under some certain circumstances because Madrid have been awarded penalties in their last.
What kind of circumstances too?
Well, we can just leave that for people to actually jump.
I've not introduced you.
Just relax.
You should wait to before you interrupt me.
Come on. That's about it. But I think what I enjoyed this past weekend the most was the game between Chelsea and Sheffield United. It's almost as if anytime Chelsea plays any team that has United at the end of their name, they always get.
Are you trying to flatter Ken?
No, far from it. Manchester United have been doing well, so you have to just give it to them. But I saw the game with Chelsea and Sheffield. I think interesting times that lie ahead in the Premier League.
The truth is, I still support NNB. Now it's about insurance and so you guys can hit me the way you like. That is, as long as of course, NNB is not different because the bank is not different. But we still have insurance. Insurance was my first BB. After Rangers, I was supporting Rangers. Then I started supporting insurance. I was supporting a lot of teams. Actually, so in Lagos, I was supporting Julius Berger. You understand?
We are not surprised.
Abuya, welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Ken. Good afternoon, viewers. Good to be here. You called Mikel Arteta a whole Arsenal manager rookie.
He's a rookie coach.
On national TV.
No, he's a rookie coach. He's a rookie coach. I mean, that is the right word for him.
Yeah,
this is his first coaching, so he's a rookie coach.
I want to tell our Arsenal fans to relax. I will sort him out after the show. And it's going to be an interesting North London derby. Mourinho is in trouble. All kinds of trouble. And it's imperative.
Are you speaking from your head or from your heart?
No, I'm in football.
And
the numbers and results are out there for all to see. Yeah. And Tottenham fans are already calling for the return of Mauricio Pochettino because since Mourinho came in as the manager of Tottenham, he hasn't really done so well. He hasn't hit the ground running. And he has a bunch of players that are very good, tactical wise, and these are players that have performed week in, week out before. Okay,
I don't want to interrupt you, but let us start by taking the results. Let's go straight to the EPL and see the results so that we can talk as we see those results of the weekend and then what is happening today. Before we come to that, let's take the results first.
Norwich City relegated. They lost 4 home against Mikel Antonio scored all the 4 goals.
Remember when the season started and we saw Cantwell and we saw Temi Pukki scoring goals.
Goals for fun.
And that, in our local parlance, say no be who first go call police.
Now we
delegated for a record 5th
Newcastle 2-1.
Yeah.
Liverpool narrowly escaped Burnley. Yes, Burnley could have won that match.
There was that volley that
hit the bar.
Oh my God!
They could have won that game.
And then a record being shattered in the process. Liverpool had not drawn again or lost a game since January. I think January 2018
at Anfield.
But
what they were going for, the record they want to go and set was the record that was set by Sunderland way back over 100 years ago, where they won all their home matches. Then it was I think it was 13 home matches then. So that's what they are trying to meet up. But with this one, they can only equal Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester City that had 18 wins and a draw at home per season.
Then Sheffield United against Chelsea, beating Chelsea 3-0. I thought the match was over at halftime when they were leading 2 goals. I think Frank Lampard still has issues discovering what the best combination is for him in the defense. He keeps chopping and changing, and they've not gotten it right. And they keep leaving their goalkeeper Kepa exposed. See the header, the way they were cutting through Chelsea's defense yesterday.
And let's not forget, we have an FA Cup tie coming up against Manchester United.
You might be surprised. You see, sometimes you look at the
football is not that way.
If Chelsea has been that bad, they'll be fighting for Champions League.
I agree with you, but you want to look at the fact that since the lockdown ended, since football resumed, Manchester United have been very impressive. Chelsea, on the other hand, have been struggling to find form.
They did beat Manchester City.
They beat Manchester City, but let's not forget, there's also a mentality thing at stake as well, because Chelsea have played Manchester United 4 times this season. Let's not forget. And the first time ended 4 goals to 0. Second time, I think, ended 2 goals to 1. And 3 times, they played 3 times this season. And Chelsea have lost all 3. Now they're going to be playing Manchester United again for the 4th time. And they cannot overcome this mental block or whatever it is, because they actually have a very, very good squad. But like you rightfully said, it seems that Lampard doesn't really know what his first 11 is like.
He's back for really.
For instance, Olivier Giroud had been starting games. All of a sudden, he started to stick with Abraham yesterday, and he just couldn't find his feet on water.
So, in talking about the Chelsea versus Manchester United, I think there was a season, I can't remember now, whether it is 89 or 1990, where Liverpool did beat Crystal Palace. I think it was 8-0 during the league. And they now met at the FA Cup. It was Crystal Palace that sent them out. I mean, you lose a long time ago.
Looking at 2 years ago,
last season, beat Arsenal in the league like, is it 2 times?
Yeah.
In FA Cup semi-final, Arsenal knocked them out, going to win. That was the last trophy Arsene Wenger won before he left Arsenal. So these things are not a given.
It's not always. That's not always the case. But then again, psychologically, and then this is the time Chelsea actually need the points. Prior to lockdown, you can find Manchester United might actually have to settle for a spot in Europa League. But all of a sudden, it seems like that coveted 3rd spot that Chelsea are currently clinging on to, at the rate at which things are going, it might end up going to Manchester United as it stands. And the same man you are going to play in the FA Cup. So you have to overcome a huge mental block. Just in my books, anyway, if they have to beat if they want to beat Manchester United,
if you are one of the coaches, where will you prioritize? Winning that one will only lead you to Europa. If you win the FA Cup, of course, it's a trophy.
Exactly.
But then the other one takes the Champions League.
You know, Arsene Wenger said something that getting 4th position in England is like a trophy
for him.
No, hold on. But in England now, teams are killing themselves to get into that 4th position.
Yes.
Let's be honest. When Wenger said that, he was ridiculed, but it's becoming the reality today. I am sure Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, whoever the teams, the other,
City,
excluding Manchester United, Manchester City, the other 4 teams in FA Cup will rather sacrifice FA Cup to finish 4th position.
Okay, then you can just win a trophy. For Manchester United, they still have another route. If they win the Europa Cup, which also Wolves is also there. I remember that Wolves is also in the mix because you have Chelsea, you have Leicester, you have Manchester United, you have Wolves, you have Sheffield United. You have 5 teams fighting for that 4 spots. You understand? You know, I mean, the 2 spots for Champions League and probably 3 spots for Europa.
But Arsenal isn't simply fighting for any one of them anyway.
I mean, they are still in the mix. Arsenal and Tottenham today. Any of them that
if they win, they go over the team ahead of them today.
Okay. So those are today's fixtures.
Okay, Wolverhampton Wanderers who is hosting
Everton has been doing well under Carlo Ancelotti.
They
seem to be more organized.
They did well starting, but later on, as I said,
Crystal Palace to be away to Aston Villa home. A lot of people felt that they were hard done by that penalty that was awarded against them. Then Tottenham Hotspur will be hosting Arsenal. That's the big game today. Bournemouth taking on Leicester City, who are equally fighting for a spot in the Champions League. And Manchester United
that'll be tomorrow.
Will be hosting Southampton and the inform striker.
And Southampton is also in form.
Danny Ings scoring goals left, right, and centre.
So that is the table as we are saying it. Those are the 4 teams, and then that might change today if Leicester win, they will go ahead of Chelsea. You know, if Manchester United win tomorrow, they'll go ahead of Chelsea. If Leicester drop points, and you know whatever, so a lot of this might happen in the
as I said, interesting times ahead.
The table will keep changing
until the last day.
Any team, the most consistent teams among this lot will go to Champions League.
And the last day fixtures, I don't know how they fixed it. It will be Chelsea taking on Wolves and Leicester taking on Manchester United. So I tell you that a double cup final, qualifying on that particular day. Okay, let's go to Spain, where the Mercurial Messi, did what nobody has ever done in the history of the La Liga. In a season, score 20 or more goals and also have 20 or more assists. Of course, the result of the performances have been a kind of bubbly in any way you want to talk about it. Those are the La Liga results. Let's take it.
Real Sociedad are losing at home to Granada by 3-2. Real Madrid defeating Deportivo Alaves by 2-0. Gareth Bale feeling some acting out on the bench. The moment he was not subbed in for the last substitution, he started laughing. All of a sudden, he puts his nose mask over his face and then he just slips off. in the stadium right there, Osasuna defeating Celta Vigo by 2-1. Real Valladolid losing at home to FC Barcelona. Arturo Vidal scored that goal.
Atletico Madrid, that 10 men.
Yes, and still doing the one that against the Real Betis.
Against Real Betis.
And Arturo Vidal got that goal. Lionel Messi provided the assist. Now, making him the second player to hit 20 assists in the La Liga. Now, what makes it interesting, or what makes it a record, is that he has now become the first player to hit over 20 goals and still provide 20 assists. Now, Xavi Hernandez provided 20 assists in the La Liga in the 2009 season, and Messi doing it this season. He had actually hit 18 goals.
With all these numbers, if they didn't get it, the trophy, what happens?
The funny thing is, even when Thierry Henry, the only person that has done this record in the 21st century, said in 2004, Arsenal didn't even win the league that year.
2004,
2004,
won the league.
2003. The next season that they won the league.
The season 2002, exactly. So
okay, let us take this.
So Leganes will be hosting Valencia, Sevilla will be visiting Mallorca, Getafe will be visiting the Deportivo Alaves,
tomorrow,
that's the Yellow Submarine, we're hosting Real Sociedad, and of course we'll be seeing
that is Chukwu is the team, and the guy is doing
Santi Cazorla. So I just have to mention that name,
All right.
Okay,
let's go straight to this Serie A. Okay, those are the table now.
We have
the table.
Madrid. I think Madrid are on 83 points now.
They won yesterday.
Barca on 79. Let's go.
I think this league is wrapped up.
Two matches to go.
I think
you don't see
they win the last, the next
just one more win.
They've won the league. I think the league is wrapped up.
So
one more win.
Give it to Zenit.
So Zidane will have cemented his as a very, very good coach. Yeah. Because not only has this will be his second La Liga, he has won the Champions League 3 times, and with a short span as a coach.
Exactly. And he's doing let's not forget, he's doing it this time without Cristiano Ronaldo. A lot of talk about the fact that he was only able to win what he won all those years ago because he had Cristiano Ronaldo in the side. But Ronaldo is currently not in Real Madrid, and yes, he's still working on that.
Thomas, later we can look at it. Ronaldo went to Juve. Juve were playing the Champions League final. We thought we would final jigsaw, and then they said that he's going to get it. And then Zidane himself was doing it even when Ronaldo was there. So if he doesn't also win the Champions League this year, it will be, we don't know whether it will be Ronaldo effect or Zidane effect. Which of their effect?
It's unfair if you take away the credit from Zidane.
If you and your competitors want to make omelette, and then you go, they go to get to the supermarket and they buy this choice A eggs, and you buy the choice B eggs. You are going to make a choice B omelette. So give me the money, let me spend it. So basically, you give them the money, they will spend it.
It doesn't always work that way. You've seen coaches, they've been given the money, they've still not been able to bring the performance or win the trophy.
They have the combo of a good coach and a good squad. You have a good result.
Success.
I mean, we're saying Pep, like you said, he gets the kind of players, not because they are costly, young players who can play to whatever he wants. And then there are sometimes some of them you never heard of their names before they come in, and then when they get the hit,
let's not forget Manchester City hit Brighton for 5-0 yesterday.
Yes, I mean that
second 5-goal win in
and then even in that it means what is his name? Raheem Sterling in that has that is 4th career hat trick, and that tells you that the young man is doing well.
Too late.
Too late, of course, to their standard, winning the league. But if you compare them to clubs that won the league last time in 2004, I mean that should be something.
Number of goals, number of points accrued.
You understand? I'm not.
Do you want me to respond to
that?
No.
You don't have to respond to everything I say. Okay, let's see. Let's go to. Do we have the results of Serie A?
Yeah.
Okay, there they are.
Lazio won.
Lazio is something I can't understand what is happening to them. Sassuolo is in form.
Brescia 0, Roma 3, Juventus 2, Atalanta 2.
Atalanta is the team after my heart. I've watched that team. Before this match, they scored 85 goals in the season in the league. So this makes it 87 goals that they've scored. They are rampaging on all front, and they don't take prisoners.
The thing that has surprised me so far in Serie A is Inter, how suddenly they nosedive.
I mean it has not been the same Inter that started the season. Okay, let's see this.
Fiorentina is playing Verona today. Parma versus Bologna. Udinese versus Sampdoria. Napoli will visit AC Milan. Inter will host Torino at home.
Okay. All right. So that is how it is. Like we said, they are all there. 8 points clear at the top. That will be they are going for number 9.
Ronaldo scoring is 11th penalty.
And Lazio that is 68, 67, 65. Atalanta rightly well. I mean, they're doing well. They're also doing well in the Champions League.
Yes.
When they want to give, look at the Scudetto, the Pichichi, whatever it is. They look at the goals you score at open play and those you score at penalty. It comes to that.
I thought it's the number total.
Sometimes it comes to that. It comes to that. I know it comes to the goals and assists. But but if it's in tournament, of course, they say the goals that you score during penalty or that during the open play doesn't count. So we should look at that. But that doesn't. It takes something away from it because great teams have lost based on penalty. Roberto Baggio in 1990.
And some players that give the penalty, they end up losing it as well.
Of course. Well, but how did they say it? They played? I don't let us not say that. Okay, let's look at what. Let's just go straight to Formula One before this segment goes, so that these guys can talk about Hamilton, and Mercedes. Six of those drivers didn't take the knee.
Kimi Räikkönen, Leclerc, Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Antonio Giovanni, and Daniel
Kvyat. Treat everybody as equal, and that is what it is. It doesn't matter what you show. He's saying they say the hood does not actually make the monk. We want to go on a very short break, and when we come back, Channel Sport on Sunday continues. Hello and welcome back. I have in the studio. Okay. Yemi also returns. Yemi, you're welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, viewers. Good to be back in after a period of hiatus.
After isolation. No, we didn't. I mean, that when people don't see you, they will just they will feel that. I mean, where have you been? Those who don't want to disclose where they are, at some point in time. So probably, it's good to have you back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know a lot has happened in the world of sports. A lot of interesting things. Like we said, sport has returned. I heard you in the first part of the show how the EPL is buzzing, the La Liga, Barcelona and Real Madrid going neck to neck. Even in Italian Serie A, you thought, it was all and done with Juve, but Juve and even Lazio close to them are faltering and struggling too. But we know that, a lot of those teams still already, apart from Liverpool, that has been confirmed champions, the race for relegation and the top four is still very much on, and the excitement is still very much.
And the excitement is still very much
there.
Okay, you're welcome to the show.
It's nice having me.
Okay, let's start.
Sometimes sport is back, but organized sport is not back in Nigeria.
Okay, sport is back, but organized sport is not back in Nigeria. Okay, we'll look at the Nigeria. We'll briefly look at it. But basically, let's trash that out first. The NFF came out with that particular release that they've met. The executive committee have said that the league with 25, the league is they're going to stop it there. There's no way they want to go because of COVID-19 and other things. The cost of going on, safety and everything depends on the government approving when this thing will start. So they now said, okay, fine, we're going to use PPJ, the points per game, and then the first three teams that will be there, two of them will go for the Champions League. The third one will go for the Confederation Cup. Then the winner of the last ITO Cup last year, because there will be any ITO Cup this season, will also go to represent us. Will be the second entry for the CAF Confederation Cup. For the other thing, there will be no promotion and there will be no demotion, which means nobody, Shooting Stars and co, are not coming to here, and then nobody, NLO, nobody's going to NNL, and then also the female league that has not started. I mean, of course, so. That one, they said it has been aborted and stuff. So what are your take on this? Like you said, even if the thing is not on, sports is saying, okay, they are taking some far-reaching decisions.
Yeah, obviously you have a decision that will be carried out unanimity with, and I think some certain aspect we have what I can describe as miscarriage of justice. How do you allow the winner of the past ITO Cup to get another slot into the continent? Why not give to the 4th team in the league?
In the league,
so because there is nothing sacrosanct that it has to be from the competition that was never held.
Exactly.
So I think that is a miscarriage of justice, and I think maybe some people also have maybe hidden interest or hidden agenda concerning the past winner of the ITO Cup when the competition never held.
Must it be that have an interest?
No, it has to be an interest, because there is no justification for it. Okay, you said you've cancelled. Okay, the MPFL said there will be no coronation, no relegation, but we have representatives. Yeah. Now the take is, if we can't play,
they were even silent on the coronation.
That's what
the statement didn't say there will be no champion. The Super said they will be ranked. But they were specific in no relegation and no promotion. Yes, yeah.
Now, we can't finish the league for reasons we all know. Then, if we can't finish the league, how do we play in the continent? Nobody has answered those questions because the continental tournament starts this year. All things being equal. So, if the atmosphere is not conducive to finish the league, we are going for PPG. Is PPG going to be applied for continental?
No, the next season will start tentatively by September. October. Depend on what the government is saying.
Hope is not a strategy.
No, you see,
no.
Okay. You see, fair is fair.
Yeah.
And for me, this was the rational thing to have done. I didn't even know why they waited this long.
Yeah.
The England, okay. I remember Belgium was the first country to actually
France
shut down the league and declared winner. Netherlands, a couple of countries did it. And you see, with what happened during the World Cup here, the pandemic presented the Nigerian football administrators an opportunity to cancel the league as a plan ahead so that we could harmonize our league with the rest of the world so that our league can have the same
which is what they're doing now.
But they dilly-dallied. And it took the secretary to the government of the federation to bring it back home, to bring it down home to them to say, majority of these clubs are government funded. And government is not looking in the direction of sport, that they should give them a month. I think that jolted football administrators, knowing that which administrator will go and meet any state governor now to say, give me more money to fund them in any particular club.
Okay, let me ask him from there. You said something, please. I just want to take it from there. Okay, I don't understand what FIFA is saying, but maybe you can. If you are more attuned with the finances of the financial area, FIFA says financial fair play. Spend what you earn. A lot of clubs in Europe are being hammered because there are people like Roman Abramovich, the owners of Chelsea, you understand, that they are pumping their own money into the club. They said that is illegal. Don't put your money, let the club earn. Now, in our own balance, 100% of the money is coming from government, the owners. I mean, how do you reconcile this? Is financial fair play not concerned with our own professional football?
Okay.
Is it only you just start in Europe?
What you earn should be greater than what you spend.
Yes, but we're any zilch.
No, but in our own climate, the reverse is the case.
Yes.
You spend less than you earn.
Do they earn?
No. What comes in? See, sources of finance.
Yes.
It could be via equity, loan.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
So the state government, they are the owners of those clubs.
Yes.
So whatever they are pumping in is part of the equity.
But that is what running cost. Equity as ownership. You're talking about share of owner. We're not saying running cost, not equity in this case.
Remember the Qatari brothers, they wanted to hide under that big umbrella of sponsorship.
Yes.
And FIFA looked at it, the reasonable man test, they say no, this amount coming as sponsorship is more than what a reasonable man will perceive as sponsorship funds.
So, and that's what he's saying. That's what I'm saying here.
What I'm saying is that
clubs are not even earning anything.
It's not even enough to cover the expenditure.
No, but
that is why players are being owed.
No, I'm not. See, I'm not even talking about being owed here now. I'm looking about the financial fair play. Yes. That is what I'm asking you here now. Look at it. See.
That is the government, the owners of the club.
That the owners of the club are not allowed to pump money in the clubs.
And that's what they keep doing, season in, season out, without the club being accountable, showing statement of account to say, oh, this is how much we have earned. The owners are just the one pumping in money to support the club. And here we are.
Ken, FIFA recognizes something. They know we are certain environment that are socialist in nature. So you can't use that model of a capitalist system and use it to adopt it for a socialist environment. What we have here is a welfarist environment. They are not any per se. What you're having is the owners of the club pumping in their money, and the money to an extent is reasonable. And that's why they say they don't want a situation whereby in 4 years' time, clubs will be going bust, like least after 16 years. Try to stay the contract.
I totally agree with you. There is no difference between that and a sport-loving governor who is elected after 4 years, and that governor goes out, and another non-sport-loving governor comes in and refuses to put money.
Talking about financial fair play in our football and hammering on it is like you talking about issues of climate. Climate change. in Africa, they will tell you we have bigger problems. Although yes, it's ravaging the world, but serious countries are taking.
We are talking about hunger
exactly.
But so, okay, let me chip in something. We have to look at the spirit and letter of the FFP rule. You see, for clubs that are still underfunded, FFP won't apply to those clubs, and that's why I say let's look at the spirit and letter of the rule.
Okay, if a club was founded 5-10 years ago. Some clubs were founded in 1960 something Nigeria. They are 50 something. They are still so. Don't tell. Are they going to be funding in 2000?
Clubs that underfunded, you cannot be applying the FFP. Players are being owned 18 months.
See, what I'm going to say that is the only way we can run our club, professionally.
Okay, the LMC they said about club licensing for this new tentative season coming in September. So let's see how it goes. Journey of
I will start taking the LMC serious when and I'm serious about this and with all sense of responsibility. When players who are old will go out to protest and LMC stop threatening them. I remember the case. I think that this Sunshine Star, one of the teams there, when they were old about 4-5 months, and then you threaten them and you pay them 2 weeks salary. The case in Meduguri of the whatever about this. So we are still talking about Pelican Stars. If a situation where the players that you look at the administrators, I think they're embarrassing them, and you don't look at that until they start doing that. All these financial, they will blow the same horn. They will talk about the financial play so many years, and it will still come to the same thing. Take the players seriously. Make sure that they are paid. And when they cry to you as a father, listen to them. Don't flog them and say, "Why are you crying? Why are you going crying outside?" You don't beat a child and ask the child not to cry. Okay. So basically, if the day LMC wakes up to that responsibility, I said they are a father to the players first and not to the administrators. I think basically a lot of people will take them serious. Was he trying to get there? Okay. And I hope they get there.
If you can't take football matters to the court, I don't think you can take it to the street.
Okay, but it's not always all that, but there is a very, very good news here. A few weeks back, we spoke to Davison Owumi, the guy who played the game, who was a player, administrator. He has managed the league itself, and he said, we lost a player because we're talking about what happens if anything happens to the players. We've seen our stars after their playing days. They were now asking the government to assist them, asking people to help them. They lost one of their players, Ifeanyi George. And two things this week came up. They said promise given and promise made and promise kept. So they made that release that on the 21st of July, that the family of Ifeanyi George will receive not about 15 million or so that they were saying, but 20 million naira will be given to the family. He left a young lady who both of them and a daughter, and the family will be there in Enugu to come in and receive that check of 20 million naira. They also said his number 15 jersey will be rested in honor of the player. I think this gladdens my heart, my gentlemen.
Absolutely. Ifeanyi George, sad loss, excuse me, to the country and to Rangers Football Club. But we love the fact that now the club is keeping its promises. We've heard about players being owed 18-month salary. So why they're even alive, yes, and in active service. But now Ifeanyi George, yes, has gone to be with the Lord, and the Rangers FC are keeping the promise to at least give something to the family. 20 million is substantial enough. I hope that goes into a trust so that the daughter he left behind at least can get a decent education up to some level and not miss.
I think they're planning. I don't know from feelers I have. They're trying to get a trust fund for the child. Set aside some money for the child to go to school.
Absolutely.
For education. That this money will not. There will be enough for her to go to primary secondary school and stuff, and then until the child gets to a certain age before they can assess this, and then there'll be enough for the mother of the child.
Yes, to take and that's what trust is. I think the proper structure should be put in place.
The interest on the amount, if it's not looted again, will also go a long way in assuaging the fears of the.
That is what they're trying to do. Is that of course, you can't tell a family how they spend their money, but they're also saying like, okay, we also owe it to this team to advise. If you guys take our advice, set up a trust fund, have a signatory where it will, diverse interest will be involved, so that one person will not take or that, and then give some time, get professional advice, on how the team will manage. And also, this also borders well. That is exactly what we are saying here. This is an opportunity, because even the insurance company that is doing this, we say, look, we have done this. We keep our promise. If so that is where we are saying the league. There are a lot of areas where they can have funds and stuff like that. So with this going in, they can have I think there is one league. Is it in South Africa, England, that has an insurance company as a major sponsor? They will even have the title sponsorship.
Even you have one of the.
You understand? So basically, I think that to me,
I think
Rangers have shown that clubs can be run professionally with a heart, with a management that has a heart of gold to take care of that. I would remember we saw their hostel, where they keep their clubhouse and stuff like that. And I think, anyway, I supported Rangers for some time. I'm not saying now. I used to support Rangers before. But they are doing well.
Retiring the jersey, I've said it. I'm never a fan of retiring the jersey, because I want people to know the great guys that actually won that jersey. But if it's for a season, I think I'm in support of that.
Yeah, there have been some numbers that were retired and later on retired. But we say, okay, for this season we are honoring you. Later on, you come back, because some people like to wear jersey. I remember when David Beckham went to Real Madrid, and they said, wear jersey number 23. And then he now found out the guy that wore jersey number 23, because it's an iconic jersey. Okay. Want to open the lines? You can join us before we go. Maybe we'll take one or two numbers before calls before we go on break. But then let's go to UFC. So something about Kamaru Usman. 12 fights, 12 victory. But this thing was staged in Dubai. I know in an island. But for apostle of those who were saying government should not, if government was running UFC, any government, it's American government or your Nigerian government, do you think they would have been? Dana White is association, a group, and say this is mixed martial arts and making so much money, and moving it there?
This is whatever you make out of it, and this brings to life the commercial exposition that sport is has. And that's why we were talking about the league, our government funding is. If a privately run body can be achieving this.
The UFC.
Remember that even Usman was not meant to fight George.
Yes.
The initial fight tested positive, and it was replaced in 6 days. That tells you the level of how do I put the details, an organization that is done by this body, and the way the UFC has taken the world by storm in the last decade. I think they're doing a fantastic job, and kudos to Usman. Unanimous decision, 50-45, 50-45, 49-46 for him, 12-0 now. He will surely go places.
Well, Ken, I think it's also expedient to point out that singing about waxing lyrical about private sector investment, that is the norm elsewhere. Is here we are seeing it as more of an exception. But
let's take our first caller. Owo is calling us. Owo, you are welcome. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. This Nigeria professional league, are they canceling it or because of Kwara United?
I don't want to go into politics.
A different news now, because I want them to cancel it so that let us start from beginning.
And that's what they did. They've cancelled it. They said the thing will end as it is. Only that they will just.
And what is paining me is that about the test yesterday, they beat us 3 goals.
How many clubs do you support? I thought you support Kwara United.
I mean, can make Chelsea to be in the.
Oh, are you there?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now.
Okay, I thought you were going to talk about Kwara United. What is your business with Chelsea? Are you Chelsea? Are you not supposed to be Kwara United?
You are. I know you are United.
I support New Nigerian Bank.
I know you are a United supporter, and I know that you have believed that when you win the match. What I believe is that by the grace of God,
Yes.
Tuesday now, we need to win the match.
Okay.
So that when we win the match, but
okay.
I want the Kwara United. Let us know whether are they cancel the league, because cancel the league is in favor of Kwara United.
Of course, there will be no relegation, so don't be afraid for that. They won't relegate Kwara United this season. The league decided there's going to be no relegation, no promotion. So the 20 teams that played this season will still continue. So don't be afraid for that. Huh? Okay, that's a Wolafe. Wolafe is a regular caller, and then he hits us whenever he calls, especially me. I'm his sitting target. But don't worry, we'll bring you to the set one of these days.
Ken, it's good, yes, like I said earlier, it's fair to have cancelled the league and use the point per game basis to select those that will go on Continental. I also want to agree with Tokwe on that of Aitio Cup. I think they should have given it to the fourth place, to the first place, place team, but that's gonna. But beyond that, they have said September. What are we doing to actually make sure everything goes as planned? Like he said, LMC has come out to say, oh, this is the way we want things to be done. But we saw that in previous years. You recall the time when they came up with a code that says that no club should pay any player less than 150,000. This should be this should be this. Bank guarantee, referees indemnity. Those are some fundamental issues plaguing.
Is it not flawed to say the club you set at a club must pay 150,000?
No,
do you start from how much they spend or how much they earn?
It was just like a minimum wage.
Okay, all right. Let's take Jerry. I think Jerry will have Jerry on the phone. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Jerry. Hello, Jeremiah. Hello, go on. You are on. Okay, Jerry is off. Jerry, please try and call back if you can. You're talking about teams that if they're planning, but there is one club that has planned ahead, and that is Abia Warriors, and they've just unveiled Imama Amakababo as their new coach for the next season. A good choice.
Absolutely. Imama Amapakabo, yes, a fantastic coach anytime, any day. Won the league with Rangers, had a brief stint with the Nigeria under 23 team, although that didn't end well. that didn't end well, but that will not diminish his pedigree or take away from the fact that Imama is a fantastic coach. He understands the league, he understands the terrain, and I think Abia Warriors have gotten themselves a very, very great A coach when it comes to the Nigerian league in the person of Imama. I
know that it was a part of the under-17 team that won the first World Cup for Nigeria. He was a goalkeeper. Yes. He was the reserve goalkeeper. You know, to lock about, you know, Agbonseba. So he has risen through the ranks.
He's one of those few goalkeepers who refused to be restricted to those goalkeeping coaching role. He became a full-blown manager and coach.
Joseph Erico, the Jogo Bonito coach. I mean, you can't take that away from him. And that is an apostle of a man who kept for the national team and also coached the national team. So he's following the Erico standard. So you don't come in and employ them to come and become a goalkeeper coach because you're a goalkeeper. I want to be a coach. Because when you bring in a main coach, he's also coaching the goalkeeper. You want to appoint a goalkeeper coach, so you can be. It doesn't really matter whether you were a goalkeeper or where you are playing outfield. So that is for Abia Warriors. Congratulations for the team. We hope that you achieve success. This marriage will work, and then a contract signed.
Absolutely, that is key. Let him be put on the dotted line.
The man is leaving the national team setup, so you expect the experience gathered from there. He can't go there and not have a signed contract.
Did they sign with the national team? That's
what I'm saying. With the experience from the national team, you know, he also handled the Chan Eagles.
Because even in the national team, I know that apart from the senior coach, all the coach who are all who are coaching the age group, they are not on salary. I mean, they are just there. Say, come and assistant, come and assist, and then work for free. You ask yourself, are you be part of the national team and you are not earning unless if they have a bonus, maybe they share to you, and that is what you are hoping to get. So basically, we should look at all that and see how, somebody who wants to go there will not be tempted to do some other things, because if you are working where you work, you must earn your pay, and that is the thing. So that is Abia. What else talking about? Abia was talking about Rangers. I'm talking about something good happening in the league. Okay, all right. Let's go to Ogun State. Hello.
How do you say?
Hello. Go on. You are on.
Hello.
Hello. You are. You are on. Go on. Go on. Speak.
Hello.
Okay, we want to go on a very short break. I want to come up probably when they send you back to us and you see your name on the screen, know that you are on. You speak with us, stay with us until we come back from the break. Okay, you're welcome back. It is the Channel Sport on Sunday, and we are still taking your calls on the things that we've been talking about. These beautiful news coming out from Enugu, that Rangers International have said we are giving the insurance company, they insured all their players, and that is the answer, because I think he died through an accident, on his way, not even on the pitch, but because he was insured, the insurance company is paying out 20 million to the family of Ifeanyi George. Our money cannot replace life. We know that, but we also know, but at least for those who are living, we work for those that we are leaving behind, so that they won't go into penury, they won't go into hardship when we leave. So, and this will also make other players to say, okay, if I give my best, I know that yes, my family will be, we well taken care of in such a way if anything happens to me, which we do not pray anyway. Okay, let's go to Kaduna, because Raji is right there. Hello, Raji. Hello, Raji.
Yeah, good afternoon, Ken.
Good afternoon, Raji. How are you?
Yeah, Ken, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Raji. Good afternoon.
Yeah, how is everything?
We are fine. And how is Kaduna?
Yeah, fine.
Yeah.
In fact, since the resumption of a league,
Yeah.
since the resumption of a league.
Which of the leagues? Which of the leagues?
Especially Spain.
Okay.
I've not been happy with the level of officiating.
Okay.
I mean Spanish league.
I agree with you. Go on. Yeah.
I've not been so happy with the level of
officiating. Okay.
Particularly about the match between Real Madrid and Atletico Bilbao.
Okay.
If you watch that match, Bilbao were having a penalty. It was not given to them.
Yeah. Okay.
So where I'm heading to is that, as a Barcelona fan,
I know.
if we lose the league title to Real Madrid this season, it's a result of a factor. Because
they used to call Barcelona Barcelona. How come you guys?
I'm telling you, it seems as if the Spanish FA
yes. Like you said, he favors some team, sometimes doesn't favor some team.
It's as if the Spanish FA is deliberate in trying to, win the title for Real Madrid. So, we will bounce back next season.
Okay. Are you already giving up this season? You still have 2 matches to go.
Fight to the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, no, I understand. You understand how it is, because I remember have been getting these penalties, and Sergio Ramos have been knocking them in.
Barcelona, they have themselves to blame.
Okay,
really,
they were leading.
They were leading. They had their fate in their hands.
Yes.
I don't know what just happened after the restart. They've not been consistent.
Okay.
So some players have not been coming to the table, and they've not been coming to the party. And when you don't expect Lionel Messi to keep showing exactly,
he is human. The support cast is not what he was having.
The dressing room unrest, we can't take that away from everything that affected Barcelona on the pitch.
Okay.
The insubordination to the backroom staff, it was well played out for the whole public to see. So I think those are the little things that affected Barcelona. Take away, because if you are leading and your closest rival getting the penalties. It won't affect you, but it was when they let down their own guard.
Absolutely.
That was when
and they let it get to them.
Okay, Agbola is on the call. Agbola, let us take Agbola. Hello, Agbola. Okay, I'm calling from Lagos.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Agbola. How are you?
From Idimu.
Idimu, okay. How is Idimu? How is the road? Is it raining? How is it?
Idimu is nice. It's not raining yet.
It's not raining. Okay.
But the cloud is showing as if it's going to be raining.
Okay. All right, let's go on. Let's hear you.
I love your program. I've been following it up.
Thank you.
But the issue on ground now is I just want to speak basically on Nigerian league.
Okay.
Because playing football in Nigeria as a Nigerian league per se.
Yeah.
I've not been seeing any improvement as in terms of players basic amenities. It's like we are just playing the league. We have just been playing the league as if it's a child's play.
Okay.
Like you other said the other time that they are paying 150,000. Is there any league in the world that is being fixed that this a particular money to be paid to a player? Which there is no sign-off fee, nothing like documentation. We are just running the club as if we are running it as a local boys club. Yeah, because I played football and I have boys that are playing. Even as presently, I train a boy which I nurtured from under 10. He played MFM. Yemi Nojim. He's my player from under 10. I trained him. But the situation, we just heard they are playing in a good team, but nothing coming for those players. Before the boy moved down to Benin Republic, I didn't mean the league has been so good for them. They have been playing them well. I don't think anything will make any Nigerian player, because we have good players here. I'm conservative with the grassroots. I'm so conservative with the grassroots. I know how good our young players are doing.
Okay.
But the problem with them, every one of them wants to go out of the country just because to go and play in Europe. Why? Why can't we just change? All what you hear is they want to do this, they want to do that. Yet they will not implement it. No.
Okay, Agbola. I think Agbola is like a grassroots coach.
Absolutely, and I can understand them their frustration.
Especially if Agbola is complaining that the 150,000 is too little, but I think you should also bear in mind that that cap is even to protect the players. So
like
when it's saying
it's like the federal government adopting minimum wage, but you see some states saying
this is what I can afford. We remember the case of Giwa FC. They came with those players from the youth. They were paying them 70,000, and then because you are talking about the cost of living in where they are playing in just compared to whatever, and the players were okay, and then doing this.
And for a privately funded club,
they were not owing. And then you ask, okay, they must pay 150,000. Where will they get the money from? So that is the thing. There are some. It depends on your budget. It is not how much Wolves is playing that Manchester United is paying. It is not. And then you look at. I think also about it. Okay, let us. Okay, we have Peter on the line. Hello, Peter. Hello, Peter.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Peter. How are you?
Yeah, hello. Good afternoon.
Yeah. Go on. Peter, go on.
Yeah, I've been following your program. I must commend your program. It's actually a nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So the Nigerian League, I have an issue with the Nigerian League as regards poor funding. I have an issue with Nigerian League as regards poor funding of the players. I think they are not motivated. They are not, and actually it gives room to why they actually see a lot of them deserting from local clubs to neighboring countries like
Gabon and Benin Republic,
Libya, and the rest of them.
Yeah.
And this is actually affecting our league.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's unfortunate. I think the management should look into it and try to see how they can marry this issue, because it's a lacuna actually in the National League, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. I think that just to chip in, I think is it Aqua United? I think they signed with an airline. They have a sponsor with an airline. I think Enyimba also unveiled.
A couple of
Rangers have about 3 or 4 sponsors. I think we'll look at the sponsors without whatever. Maybe we devote a show to looking at. I mean, those clubs that have sponsors, because I know if you go through, especially the Rangers Twitter handle, you will see when they when they were unveiling some of these. I mean, that is a sign that we are getting there. But also, they should also have to go the other way around. I keep on saying this. Apart from Sunshine Stars of Akure and Kano Pillars of Kano, I think those are the only 2 clubs that were giving us regularly the players of their games, the number of spectators that watch their match. They were bringing it day in, day out, so we know. So these are part of the accountability. You were talking about that tomorrow is a day for Man City. People are looking for. I think okay, but let's go to Ogun. We have Lasisi. Hello.
Yes.
How are you? Lasisi, go on.
Hello, good morning.
Good afternoon, Lasisi. We already entered afternoon.
Sorry, good afternoon. I'm calling for a program for a while now.
Okay.
One way or the other, I've had contact with Nigerian League.
Yeah.
And how it's being run.
Okay.
More often than not, there's a lot of corruption in the system. Understand? Because of their challenges, I set up platforms to promote Nigerian League, even sensitize them when it comes to financial education, which is one of the areas they are lacking. The last caller that called from, I know one player from MSN, the guy is saying the truth. Do you understand? The guy is saying the truth. A lot of things need to be done. You need to start overhauling Nigerian League from childhood, from grassroots to the mature players. A lot of most of the players on paper they are earning 300,000 or 50,000, but in research of it, they got less than that salary on paper. I know coaches in Nigeria that collect money from Nigerian players. It's a trick. And most journalists are aware. Even at times, journalists are partner to this crime.
Lasisi, don't just start branding that journalists are whatever, or even coaches or stuff like that. When you have proof, irrespective of what the person is doing, it doesn't matter his profession. I think it's still on. Go on, Lasisi, go on.
Best of football administration in Africa.
Okay.
That is my take.
All right. Thank you very much, Lasisi. Sorry, because I was asking him before we continue, that we forget that Manchester City
it's going
tomorrow is D-Day.
Tomorrow is D-Day at the Court of Appreciation of Sports, that's CAS, and a lot of people are actually rooting for Manchester, the ban for them to be given like a 2 years ban for them to meet the Champions League.
From feelers, it's like they are not. I'm not sure that ban is going to hold.
Nobody knows what can happen tomorrow.
Exactly.
So we have to wait till tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. We
expect. The implication is
great. A lot of Arsenal fans, a lot of
Man United, Chelsea, Leicester,
Wolves, and currently now Wolves is leading Everton 2-0. Is halftime. So the battle for top 4 is still very much on, and the verdict tomorrow gives it a fresh a dynamic.
Yes,
very, very important.
But I think their 5-star performance yesterday cemented their second slot.
Okay, all right. Quickly take that.
So
Champions League, a quarter-final draw.
They still have a chance. You know that they had a 1-2 advantage against Real, so they are still playing Real Madrid in the second leg. While the winner means the winner between Leon and Juventus.
Man, that would be hot too.
Yes. Informed Napoli against Barcelona versus Bayern Munich, who are 5-star.
Why is it bad? It's Chelsea not there.
I've been against Atletico Madrid. Then the current team of the moment,
Atalanta
against PSG.
Okay, all right, let's round off, guys.
You see, there are a lot of issues bedeviling the Nigeria league, from the Premier League to the NLL, and I think this period of how do I put it, cancellation of the league should be used to at least put some things in place. And please remember that these are people's career and lives. We should take it seriously.
Well, we ran instances where a referee was beaten, and his report, he said the match atmosphere was peaceful. So the man that called about the players, if a player tells you yes 150 and something happened behind the scene, you cannot hold anybody responsible. So,
if a player tells you, like we said, in these days, pay slip or not pay slip, these days you can just, are going to collect money to pay players when you can only transfer their account? Exactly. So, I mean, so in this case, it's not what the players are telling you. They will make it a regulation that, don't present your pay slip.
No, there's a regulation in place. If you pay more than 20 people, it has to be through electronic transfer.
Exactly. So if you pay more than 20, and no club has less than 20 players, that it has to be through electronic. So if they transfer your salary, you get your salary alert. There is no somebody who says, okay, maybe after taking it, send back another. They can trace it. I'm Ken Ochonogo. It will always get better. Have a wonderful Sunday.